In these modern days, the act of shaving is absolutely necessary. No more running around with a Neanderthal beard or unkept facial hair, but despite being necessary, shaving is also certainly an inconvenience. Not only does it take time and energy, but it can leave your skin feeling pretty much absolutely torn and tattered. This phenomenon is what we call razor burn, and it's what we're going to alleviate here in today's video. So if you have a problem with any kind of shaving irritation or redness, then you're gonna wanna keep watching. So the act of shaving is defined as the removal of hair with any kind of blade or essentially sharp object. And an unfortunate and near unavoidable result of shaving, of dragging that blade across your skin, is razor burn. It's essentially the redness, irritation, inflammation, or tiny bumps that can come along after you shave. It's generally more common in men and also occurs more often on the face and the neck. So how does razor burn occur and how can you alleviate these things? Well, there are three essentially factors that go into razor burn itself. There's the razor, the skin, and your hair. One or multiple of these three things is going to be the reason why most of your razor burn occurs. So let's dive into the first factor of razor burn, which is your razor, and determine why this thing matters. Your razor is the tool that you use to keep your face, your beard, your mustache, whatever it is, looking tidy. So why would it betray you in such a way? Well, the truth is razors are only as effective as their blades, and blades don't last forever. You see, the term razor sharp should mean something. Something being razor sharp means it should slice through hair like butter, and if your blade can't do that anymore, then you have a problem. You see, through consistent use, razor blades tend to lose their overall sharpness, and this occurs in a very cool way. The same way that the razor blade is slicing through your hair, in a much smaller way, your hair is also slicing through the razor blade. Hence Newton's third law of action and reaction. And put simply, if your blade is no longer sharp enough to really slice, then it starts tearing and ripping instead. Not to mention, if your blade is old, then chances are it could be rusted as well, and rust tends to degrade the metal and just create huge irregularities in the blade, which needs to remain sharp in order to do a good job at cutting through the hair cleanly, smoothly, and comfortably. Also, probably the single most important thing you have to keep in mind, the biggest problem I see most guys probably have when shaving, is they apply too much pressure to their razors. You really don't need all that much pressure. You actually shouldn't need really more than the weight of the razor itself in order to start shaving, as long as the blade is sharp enough. There's just no need to grind the razor blades into your skin. It's gonna be really uncomfortable. You're gonna have razor burn, like, for sure, and you're probably not gonna get as good of a shave either. Now let's talk about factor number 2 when it comes to why you may have razor burn, and that is your skin. You may be wondering why your skin could possibly cause razor burn, considering that shaving is really only your razor blade and your hair, right? Well, think of it this way. If the razor blade is like the chainsaw and your hair is like the tree, then your skin is the vast landscape on which the trees grow. Put simply, on your skin there are going to be peaks and valleys all over the place, especially on a geometrically complex place like your face and your neck. There are many reasons why this is important. First of all, if your skin is dry and cracked, you're gonna have a hard time shaving. Dry, cracked skin is already ripe for irritation, and there's a very high chance that your razor blade could either snag one of these cracks or snag a hair and pull one of those cracks, causing a lot of irritation, simply because the skin isn't as elastic and isn't allowed to stretch as much due to being dehydrated. Also, if your skin is a little too loose when you're shaving, that can cause problems as well. You see, there's a reason that we instinctively want to tighten our skin when we shave. It's because tight skin allows for a cleaner, smoother gliding razor. There's less excess skin that can get caught in the razor or fold or become uncomfortable or anything like that. So all in all, do your organs, your body, your skin a favor and just drink more water to stay hydrated, and make sure that you have a really good gliding material where the razor is. Any kind of, like, your favorite shave gel or shave cream should do the trick. And last but not least, we have your hair, which is the third and final factor when it comes to how shaving affects razor burn. Have you ever taken a moment to just stop and stare at the pattern in which your hair grows? Just really look in the mirror for a second and try to figure out which direction your hair grows in your beard. Chances are it grows all over the place. For example, on your cheeks, your hair will probably grow downwards, but on your neck, in the center, it may grow up. On the sides, it may grow inwards. it's all over. So why is this important? Well, the direction of your hair growth is referred to as the grain of your hair, and whether or not you shave with the grain or against the grain will make a huge impact on the comfortability of your shave. If you notice that your hair is growing in a certain direction, then sliding the razor alongside that direction is the most comfortable way to get a shave and the least probable way of getting razor burn. For example, if the hair on my cheeks grows down, then sliding the razor down is going to be more comfortable to me and give me the least chance of razor burn than if I were to slide up against the grain. This happens because when you shave with the grain, the loose tips of your hair will not get caught inside the razor and pull as much as if you shaved with the grain. You might sacrifice a slight amount of closeness in your shave, but it's really pretty marginal when you shave with the grain as opposed to against the grain. And you also really reduce the chance that you'll get ingrown hairs afterwards because you're not shaving so close to the skin that the hair has the chance to grow into the skin. So really the only benefit of shaving against the grain is a slightly closer shave, but you also vastly increase the chance of razor burn. So whenever you shave next, take a look at those 3 factors I mentioned and make sure you're doing everything right. If you are, then you should experience practically no razor burn or very minimal razor burn the next time you shave, unless you just have, for some reason, very sensitive skin. And at that point, you're really just gonna wanna make sure your skin is hydrated enough and that you have a slick enough and large enough amount of gliding material for the razor to use when shaving your hair. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found some interesting points in it. Hopefully I described a little bit more about maybe the problem you're having when it comes to shaving and how you can get a much more comfortable, enjoyable shave without having to be afraid of cutting yourself with the razor or bleeding all over the place or anything like that. So if you guys like this video and you like other shaving tips or like other men's grooming tips or anything like that, we've got tons of creators and videos on this channel. You're gonna hit like and subscribe and then hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified every time we post another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.